I'm your huckleberry.
Hey guys, RC and more here. I finally got all my parts from Mojave. I got my Fury Tech system in, and then I got some cheap Chinese diffs right now because Arrma was out when I ordered all this stuff. So I'll just use these for now. If these crap out, then I'll replace them later on. And I also got the RC all-wheel drive metal axles for it too. So I'm excited about this thing. So I'm kind of curious to see what it's going to do. So I'll get rid of the stock setup and then put this Tech in. We'll try it out. Anyway, let me get to tearing it apart and then I'll be right back. Alright, got the ESC and servo off, and I already got it installed on the new Tech mounting plate. I kind of like that carbon fiber. So I got it mounted. So that's just an easy fix. It's actually just 2 screws right here. Pulls off the servo and ESC. Then you pull the servo off the ESC and then put on the plate and then reattach everything. So I'll get that done and I'll move to the next step. Alright, get the top deck off. You got 10 screws total. You got 5 right here, 1 in the center, and then 4 in the front. Just pry it to get it off. Sometimes the motor comes right out, sometimes it doesn't, but this motor just came right out. So that was an easy swap. So, and looks like all the screws are the same size, so we don't have to worry about keeping them separated. They're all the same size, those all 10 screws. So let me go to the next step now. And here's a size comparison of these motors. This is the new brushless, here's the old brushed. And I like it, it's red, because this matches my red body and my red trim. That's pretty cool. But let me get it installed now. I got the motor mount right here and 2 screws. Pinion came off no problem. Don't know what I did with it. There it is. Pinion came off no problem. So it's got a 19 tooth on it, which I'm just going to go back with the regular pinion. I'm not going to gear it up or down or anything. I'm going to leave it the way it is. So let me get all that together now. Okay, I got it installed. Got the gears greased up. So now I'm ready to put the top plate back on, and then we can mount all the other stuff. Alright, got it tied to my radio link right here. So I just need to see if it works before I button everything up. Turn it on. Alright, it works. Let's let me button it up and then we'll move on to the diffs and axles. Alright, I got the old diff out, and it was pretty simple. You just have 8 screws for this right here, and then it pops off, and then another screw or 4 screws right here for the diff cover, and it pops off, and then you can just undo the upper shock bolts and then slide the diff right out, and it's good. But I went ahead and pulled this Chinese diff apart, see what was inside there, and it was bone dry. So I did that, and it had Phillips head screws. So I actually pulled the hex head hardware out of the Arrma diff and used it in the Chinese diff, and now it's nice, good, solid feel. So it makes it easier to work on too in the future if I need to. So I got that done, and then of course these axles that I bought, they're not for this Mojave. They say for the Granite and the Typhon. I figured they'd be the same, but they're not. So I have a Granite and I do have a Typhon, so if they work for that, then no big deal there. But the Mojave axles actually are metal, so I like that. It just has the plastic cups inside here. So once those break, then I'll replace them, but until then I'm going to run it like this. But anyway, let me get this button back up and then do the front, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I got all back together. The front diff goes exactly the same as the rear diff. I love how easy these things are to work on. So yeah, I just pulled apart, no problem, and swapped the diffs out and put it back together. Everything seems good, so I just need to turn it on and make sure everything works now. Alright, everything works. So I know this thing got Bluetooth on it, so I may try to mess with that before I take it out, but I need to charge this Spectrum battery, and the only 3S battery I have is this little Three Brothers from one of my crawlers. So I'm just going to use this one for a speed run, and I'll put the 2S battery back in it, and we'll go run it around also. But anyway, let me see if I can figure out the Bluetooth, and then we'll take it out. Alright, I downloaded the app. That's pretty cool. Gives you the telemetry. And then you got other options here. Running, you can change forward, reverse brake. You got your voltage output cut off, and it's got all kinds of options on it you can mess with. A little bit more advanced than I want to mess with, but throttle punch, your throttle curve. That's pretty cool. I may mess with it one of these days. Not too worried about it right now. I need to run it first, see if I need to mess with it. But anyway, let me get these batteries charged up, and then we'll go out and do a 2S speed run and a 3S speed run, and then we'll go hoon it around. So y'all hang tight. Alright, let's start out with 2S. See how it does. Let's see what that was. 33 miles an hour. Alright, let's try 3S now. Alright, let's try it on 3S now. Let's see what that was. $36. That wasn't much quicker. I don't know if it's my gear or my battery or what. But that'll do for now, I guess. I'll be running this on 2S anyway. Alright, I got the 2S battery back in it. When I pulled that little battery out, it was pretty hot, so that battery probably wasn't great for testing, so I'm gonna get another 3S battery for it, and I'll try it out later on. But like I said, I mainly got this set up to run 2S on it. 2S should be just fine. So anyway, let's just hoon it around, see how it does. diffs didn't last very long at all. Something's probably wrong with the rear. Yep. So don't get those Chinese diffs. Get the actual Arrma ones. But I'll pull this apart and mess with it some more. But the Fury Tech's definitely worth all of this. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all be good and take care.